Greetings, Slackers. September Man here. And in this video today, I want to talk to you about active listening, examining for critical details, and deduction skills. Now, these are not three particular skills that I was very good at when I was younger. It took a lot of time, it seems to have gotten better at this. And I've had some help along the way. And so, if I can help you, I would definitely love to pass along my sources and information that can help you come up to speed. But last night, when I got off work, I had a long day. And so I got off work. I came home. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and eat a little bit of dinner and I'm going to watch some news. And so for my locale, I can tap into other localities and I can watch the news and see what's going on there. Me being a Southern Californian at heart, that is my former home. I'm no longer located there, but I still look at news that comes from Southern California. And so, in watching the news, I came across this story. And so, in looking at this news report, something stood out to me as I was watching it. And so, this was about a man who went to a gas station. A woman asked to use his cell phone. He allowed her to use it, and she stole it. She tried to rob him, and she actually did get away with it. What made me more curious about the story was this particular situation dovetails right into the previous story that I just uploaded about Apple phones. And there's a stereotype in this as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and play the video so you can hear it in its entirety. And at the end, I'm going to ask you about the important detail that's missing because the news specifically, well, I don't know if they specifically did, but they omitted something that's very critical to knowing the nature of this. So here's the video.
Michelle, that video has been seen nearly 2 million times online, but tonight the thief remains on the loose.
A girl asked to borrow Vincent Ng's phone to make an emergency call. Then she takes off and he follows her. He grabs her hair trying to get the phone back, but the getaway driver keeps driving and Vincent falls.
I injured my hand, my arm.
I spoke to Vincent via Skype, and he sent me these photos showing his injuries after being thrown off at 25 miles an hour.
I'm really fortunate not have been run over or killed, during the situation.
Vincent says this incident seemed pre-planned.
The entire situation was very thought out.
Watch as the car stops right by the exit at this 76 station in Arcadia. After the girl gets out, another girl in the vehicle slightly opens her door for an easier getaway.
When you first talked to her, did something in your gut tell you something's not right here?
She honestly looked like she needed help, so I handed her my phone.
Vincent says he's sharing this video to help catch the thieves and help others.
It happens a lot, especially within the Asian community, and I feel like a lot of people target Asian communities because they feel like, we're easy targets. And at the end of the day, we're going to stand our ground. We're going to defend ourselves, and we're going to fight back.
Vincent says when he grabbed that girl's ponytail, she screamed. It appeared to him that she did not expect somebody to fight back.
Okay, let me go ahead and close that down. Now, did you happen to catch the critical detail? Because there was a lot of fluff in here about, the Asian community standing up for themselves and how they're targets. But let me give you a stereotype and something of an observation that I've seen out here with Asian friends and from just scenes and places, settings that I've been in, and the things that I've noticed here. Now, if we are to take a look at the front of this car, I know my cars, I'm a car man. That is an expensive type of car. What kind of car is that? That's a Bentley. Okay? And a Bentley is what? Over 100,000 roughly for that particular type of model with the W12 engine, all the, the specs and stuff like that. The guy who was gassing up the Bentley, his car, allowed the girl who hopped out of it to use his phone. He's Asian. He's driving a Bentley. What do we know about Asians? Asians usually will spend top dollar for what they perceive to be top brands. Brands like Apple, brands like BMW, brands like, your designer fashion, clothing, and stuff like this. So you put together all those little details. But the one detail that was missing and left out of this story was what type of phone was he robbed of? We can safely deduce that the type of phone that he probably and most likely had was an Apple iPhone. It wasn't an Android because, again, take a look at the vehicle that he's in and the fact that Asians will spend top dollar for what they perceive to be quality products. Apple, being an iconic brand, is one of them. Android's more associated with, mass consumer market, the low end, if you will. And again, in this story, they said that a cell phone was stolen, but they never tell you what kind of cell phone it was. I'm willing to wager that, again, it was an Apple iPhone. Now, this dovetails right into the previous video that I just did about Apple, the new iPhone 8 and iPhone X models. In my opinion, they're not worth the money. And with Apple, you're definitely paying for what they call a brand tax. What's the brand tax? That's the inflated cost to be associated with that brand. And so this is something that you're going to end up hearing more about as, again, a new iPhone comes out. Apple thefts are going to go up, what they call Apple picking. And again, we can deduce from this story, since they left out of the details what type of phone it was that he had that was stolen, and you take in all the other clues, it was most likely an iPhone. Do you agree or disagree? I'm going to leave the link to this down in the description box. Leave for me your thoughts and comments, whether you agree or disagree, or if there's other pieces to this story that you can add. I have looked online to see if anyone else has maybe written about this and has provided those details to confirm if, in fact, my guesstimation is accurate, but I have not found that yet. Maybe you know more about this. Leave all that for me down in the comment section below. That's going to do it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.